Saifoa began to open his eyes, but realized he couldn't see anything. It was pitch black ahead of him, and it was as if he had never opened his eyes in the first place. Suddenly a fox appeared. It was like it had stepped through an invisible wall. As he looked closer, he noticed that it was his mother. Her eyes glowed white and she looked almost ghostly. He stared at her in amazement, figuring that this had to be a dream.
My son, I'm glad to see you're all right without me.
Is it really you?
I've come here to tell you something, Saifo.
Saifo, wake up! It's time for the hunting party to leave.
Chan stood by him, tapping his shoulder with her paw.
I guess that means I have to get up then.
Sahuuna is waiting by the entrance with the rest of the group.
Saifoa sat up, stretching his jaws wide in a yawn. He walked outside the den and was surprised to see the long line of wolves by the entrance. He saw Sahuuna toward the back and went to stand by her.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Why? Is something wrong?
He realized she was looking at a gray wolf across the cave. Their eyes burned into each other.
Who's that?
He's been watching us ever since we got here. Don't you think it's strange he joined right before us?
For all we know, wolves can come and go all the time. He's probably just curious.
Chan walked up behind them as Dawn started to announce the hunting party.
Rune will be leading this hunting party. If anyone else wants to join, please stand in line.
She waited for a few moments as nobody else came.
Alright, split up and kill any prey you find. Bring it back here when you can't carry anymore.
The line started to move toward the entrance, and they were soon paw-deep in the snow. They split up at the first tree near the cave, and Chan began to go east.
Follow me!
Safoa followed her and turned to see Sahuuna wasn't coming. She was still glaring back at the gray wolf.
Sahuuna?
She turned and raced after them as they headed into the forest, sniffing for any signs of prey. A few moments later, Chan stalked towards a bush that was rustling.
Over here!
She went into the bush as Saifoa went after her, followed by Sahuuna. Suddenly, a growl made them pause in terror.
Chan!
Saifoa raced through the brambles toward the clearing and saw Chan was standing face to face with a bobcat. He ran as fast as he could and stopped in front of her.
Just what do you think you're doing, Fox? Wait, you're that Sheikah.
What do you mean? Why are you attacking Chan?
Because they were stealing my prey.
Saifoa dodged as the bobcat attacked him, forcing her to plunge into the snow. A moment later, Sahuuna shot into the clearing, tackling the cat's back, but she flung her off, causing her to plummet into the snow with a thud. Saifoa glared at the bobcat, his eyes beginning to glow with a faint green mist. He lunged at the bobcat, biting her neck and throwing her into a tree. Chan watched him in shock as Sahuuna got up and stared at Saifoa in confusion.
Are you both okay?
Am I okay? What are you? How did you...
I honestly don't know. I wasn't under control.
You're a Sheikah. You lied to me.
Wait, I didn't know.
What kind of a Sheikah are you? You're not a Tenshi or a Nekuma. Maybe Dawn knows.
And now all of a sudden you're trusting Dawn?
Well, at least she's more trustworthy than you.
Sahuuna headed towards the cave as Chan came up behind Saifoa.
Well, even if you did lie, you still saved my life.
It was just an instinct. Come on, let's head back to camp. Prey is the last thing that's important right now.
When Saifoa and Chan walked back to the cave, wolves were gathered by the entrance. Dawn gave Saifoa a hard stare as he approached. He looked around nervously, sitting next to Chan near the front of the pack.
Sahuuna has told me that you are indeed a Sheikah, but not a Nekuma or a Tenchi. What do you have to say for yourself?
I didn't have any control over it. I just had to protect Chan.
You may have protected her now, but who knows who you'll kill in the future. I want you to leave as soon as possible. I don't want my pack in danger.
Wait, Dawn, please understand. I would have died if he didn't save me. I owe him my life.
Chan, just because he saved your life doesn't make him safe. He wasn't under control. Now Sahuuna, tell me what you saw.
Sahuuna stepped onto the rock from below and began to tell her about how Saifoa attacked the bobcat.
I've never seen anything like it. He was a monster.
Saifoa gazed upon her with anger and sadness for a moment, then ran out of the cave into the snow. Chan bolted after him as he paused near a tree stump.
Wait, I'm sure she didn't mean it.
Just leave me alone.
I'm sorry.
She stared at him in disappointment, then began to walk back to the pack. A few moments later, Sahuuna stepped next to him.
Hey, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to.
Call me a monster? You know what I don't understand? How could you tell them that when you're no better? Just because I'm not a Tenchi, what makes you more trustworthy? What makes them more trustworthy?
I didn't mean that. But until we figure out what kind of Shiken you are, we just have to be careful. I only told the tribe so that we can leave now, just in case it gets worse.
How about we just split up? It doesn't seem like you need me anyway.
Seifoa, please. Now that you're Shiken, you might be able to help me.
And what about before? Didn't I even mean anything to you? Or was I just the one that tagged along?
Look, if you want to split up, I'm not going to stop you. But just know that we're both going after Kido. We might need to work together again soon.
I'll take him on by myself if I have to. Goodbye, Sahuuna.
He walked away into the trees. Sahuuna watched in despair as Chan ran up to her, watching Seifoa go with regret.
Where's he going?
We're going our separate ways now.
What? But why?
It was my fault. I shouldn't have called him a monster. I didn't mean to. I'll go say goodbye to the pack. I need to continue this journey alone.